Welcome to the Books and Martinis podcast.
I'm Priya.
And I'm Mercy.
And this is your go-to book podcast,
where we lift, empower, and spotlight authors.
Grab your martini and follow along.
And don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe.
This episode of Books and Martinis is brought to you by our wonderful sponsors. Blue Box Media, you dream it, we produce it. And Travel with Samantha Cividanes, specializing in luxury cruises. Ooh. Their support keeps the stories, authors, and conversations flowing. Don't forget to visit them and support the brands that support this podcast. Now the martinis are poured, let's get into the episode. What's up, everyone? Welcome to our podcast. I'm Priya.
And I'm Mercy. Welcome, everybody, and welcome Leah Orr, special author guest today.
Thank you for having me.
I'm so excited.
I'm rebranding the show today to Murder in Martinis.
Ooh,
I love
yes.
that. I love that. Oh, yes. And I love your martini glass. Like all bloody.
Thank you.
It's so whimsical. So everybody, on your screen and in your ears is Leah Orr, author of The Retirees. We're holding up the book here if you're looking on screen. And this beautiful cover is of a mansion. And as Leah mentioned, there's murder.
Yes.
Murder in the story.
I know you're going to talk about her bio and say a little bit about her, but because we were showing the book,
yes.
And because this is at the... I'm going blank on where it's at. What's the name of the retirement home?
It's the Ocean's Edge.
The Ocean's Edge. I'm thinking beach, but the Ocean's Edge. So is this the retirement home?
It is a retirement home, not an actual retirement home, however.
I was going to say, because this is where I'll go. This is like spectacular.
I could totally see you in a place like this, Mercy.
It is beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so enough of my interruption. Okay. So
Sure.
Priya, give us her bio. Tell us a little bit about Leah.
Okay. So Leah resides with her husband and three daughters in Jensen Beach, Florida. Leah is an Amazon #1 best-selling mystery novelist of the She Shed. And she has written 14 books and sold over 100,000 copies worldwide.
Congrats. That's amazing.
100,000.
Yeah.
That is amazing, Leah. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That is goals right there.
Yeah.
Goals.
I'm getting close to 150.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That
But I can see why.
It's a big deal. I mean, I know there's a lot of authors out there. They sell 1 million copies and they make it seem like it's an easy thing to do, and it's not.
It is
So,
not.
as an indie author to get close to 150,000, that's a big deal.
That is a big deal. It really is. That's amazing.
And you also donate your profits to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation.
I do.
Right.
I do.
Yeah.
So far, I've raised $1.4 million. So my youngest daughter, Ashley, she has cystic fibrosis.
Oh,
wow.
But the medicines these days are pretty fantastic. She's 23, she's doing just fine.
Oh, good.
wow.
Aw. And I know you were dedicating the book that we're highlighting today, which is The Retirees. You dedicated to your mom, but she didn't make it all the way to the end, right?
She didn't. She didn't.
Sorry
So
about that.
my mom is always the first to read the story before I even send it to my editor.
Oh.
So she passed just around this time, but she really would have loved every single character in this book.
Every character is so animated, including the cat. Oh my
Who's
God.
also on the cover.
The cat is a real person or a real cat. So the cat is a neighborhood cat, and a lot of the cat's characteristics were similar to the cat in real life's characteristics.
Oh, I love his voice though, and
that.
his personality, and
I do
like how
too.
he's watching out for everybody.
I do too. So what accent do you think the cat should have?
You
How
know,
do you
he kind
envision
of,
the cat?
I
Bougie?
envision him
Bougie.
like a English.
Me
an
too.
English.
Me too. That's funny
Right?
that you say that because we're working on the Audible now, and I requested a British accent for the cat.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes. That's
I
how
love
I
it.
I
So
get
very
it.
He's
fancy and
smart and
bougie.
snarky.
Yes,
So
and
I
he's
just thought that would be nice.
intelligent and reserved, but
Yeah.
he's watching everything and he knows everything.
He knows everything.
Everything, yes, everything that
Yeah.
everybody's trying to figure out through the murder
Yes.
club, he's ahead
Yes.
of. So
Yeah.
yeah, I love that. So usually you have like the two main characters, and here
Hmm.
you have three
There are
because
three. Yes.
yeah, oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. And so you have three daughters. I do too. I have three
Yeah.
girls, and
Yeah. Three
Priya has
girls.
three kids. So funny, we
Oh,
all have that
wow.
in common. That's
Yeah. Kids
wonderful.
in group.
So tell us about yourself. Tell us more about yourself.
So I started writing when we learned that Ashley had cystic fibrosis. My mom and I decided we would write a series of children's books, and then we would donate the profit to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation.
Oh,
So fast forward all these many years later, we've raised $1.4 million. So I started with the
impressive.
children's books, but once my own children were out of the house, I started writing murder mysteries because that's really where my true love is. And
Me
then
too.
this one was my national bestseller, The She Shed.
Mm.
Oh, I have to
And
read
you
that one.
mentioned the cover, and I wanted to explain a little bit about that. This one
Yeah.
one of my mom's paintings, and she
Oh,
also painted the back of it as well.
oh, that's a beautiful
So
Oh,
portrait
I
when you
love
open the whole thing.
that.
yeah. And the thing about the cover is most authors, and I'd say probably, I don't know, 95% of authors, they do the
Hmm.
cover last. They write the story and really kind of think about the cover at the very end.
Hmm.
Yes.
But we're creative people on the side, with my mom being an artist and then myself as a writer.
Hmm.
I start with the cover.
I love
So before
that.
I write any word on any page, I have my cover done.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah,
I love
That's
and
really
that.
it's different.
interesting.
It's different than most people.
So
But I
it's
I
have
like
to
you're
love
have
that.
something to visualize and see before I start writing about it.
so it's like you're opening the front door of the
Exactly. That's
retiree's
exactly
home,
what it's like.
and then now you're introducing the people. First you have the
Exactly.
building, and now I love that. They're walking out like,
Yeah.
hey.
Yeah, I need that inspiration. I need something to see. It's the screensaver on
It's
my
a visual.
computer. It's on my phone. Yeah.
I love that, the visual of it. And
Mm.
as I was reading your book, well, full disclosure, right? I haven't finished it because I was traveling, but I plan to finish it and you'll hear all about it on Instagram. But I wanted to tell you that I love how you added little um little clips and little verses and little things that are inspiring. Like right when it starts, it says the old age is no place for sissies
That's true.
by Betty Davis.
It's
And I was
not.
like, oh my God, that's so
It's not.
funny.
Yeah.
And then I love where towards the end you put without justice there could be no peace by Martin
That's
Luther
true.
King,
Hmm.
Yeah.
which they're so different, but they're so beautiful and you just blend everything and weave everything so pretty. Um,
Thank
I also love, and I'm gonna give no spoilers, but I'm absolutely in love with all the different recipes. So and I'm talking about the retirees specifically, because I know
Yes.
you have so many books. So when this group of elderly people, 55 plus people in this beautiful retirement home by the ocean, get together, they have their morning coffee, except their morning coffee is not really coffee, it's alcohol,
Spiked.
Yeah,
basically.
they're
That's,
boozy coffee
yes.
cocktails.
And
Yes.
you give us the recipes in the back of the
I do.
book. So that's amazing. Thank you.
I'm
And it's
really
so
into
cute.
recipes. So the She Shed, one of the characters is a muffin enthusiast. So I have
Oh,
all of her recipes in the back. And then my book, The Fruitcake, I have fruitcake recipes in the back. So
oh,
it was
how
really
awesome.
natural for me to put the boozy coffee drink recipes in the back of this one.
Okay, but to give it an extra touch, it's not only the drinks, but the mugs are hilarious. I
Oh, thank
love
you.
the mugs. All the
Thank
sayings
you.
on all the different mugs are super cute.
Yeah.
So I love all of that. What aside from the artwork, right, which is usually what inspires you because you're so visual, aside from that, what inspired you to write this book? Like once you saw the picture, because this beautiful building right here could have gone in a million different directions.
Yeah.
Oh,
It could,
absolutely. Sure.
right? It could be a
Yeah,
library, a hospital, I mean,
sure.
a, a colonial home. I don't know. It's beautiful. So, what took you to a retirement home?
Well, my community is largely 65 plus.
Okay.
And although I've written many novels, my most popular being The She Shed, most of my readers are age 65 plus.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought, let me put them completely in their own story,
yeah.
solving cold cases, which, by the way, some of the cold cases within the book are real cold cases that are unsolved.
Oh, wow.
I solve them
Oh,
in the book.
Oh,
Fictitious.
they're they're unsolved in like the United States in your
No, here in
community.
yes.
Chesapeake Beach.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
so you're giving everyone something to talk about.
Yeah.
I love
So
it.
all of the places that they venture off to within the book are all real places. The restaurants are all real. Regarding the characters, what's really fun is my husband has a friend, Bill, who's been
Mhm.
after me. You got to put me in one of your books. You got to put me in one of your books. And I'm like, okay, what do you want to be? I want to be a surfer, and a stoner surfer. And
Oh,
I said,
how
okay.
funny. Yes, I
And
love that
so when I wrote
character.
this book, I was a third of the way into it. And I said, you know what? I'm going to add him in. So I went to the beginning of the book and I added him in. And now I can't imagine the story even working
Without
without
him.
One Eye Bill
Yes.
because he's the whole comedy
Yes.
in the
Yeah.
story. So yeah, now I can't even imagine him without it.
Oh, that's funny. And so I'm your reader. I'm who you're writing for
You're
Yeah.
because
60.
well, still 60. I'm closer to 65 than you
Yeah.
are. But I'm like devouring the book. I absolutely love it. And
Yeah.
well, so a million things, right, about the book are amazing. But funny enough, my husband's name is Bill also. But in the
Oh,
book, in the
that's
book that
funny.
I just wrote, which I'll be releasing towards the middle of this year, his name in the book is Theo.
And you have a Theo.
Oh,
Oh, and you have I was like, oh,
I have the
that's so funny.
Yeah.
Theo.
And then there's the beach and Florida and all the different things that I can relate to. So I'm kind of
Yeah.
in the story, living it and loving it.
Yeah, connected
Relating
to
to
it.
it.
How
Yeah,
long did
that's
this book
interesting.
take you to complete?
So I do character development first, and
Okay.
that will take me about a month.
Okay.
What do they look like? What types of things do they say? A little bit about their personalities. But then
Mhm.
when I go sit down to write the story, it takes about 3 months. And then there's an additional 3 or 4 months of editing, and then 2 or 3 months of marketing before we
Okay.
actually get published. So about a
Okay.
year, beginning to end.
Okay.
And has it
Okay.
been the
That's
same
wonderful.
process? Has it been the same process for every book that you've released,
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
has
they've
it
all
changed?
taken about a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have that in rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
I do, and I write 1 to 2 at the same time. Like right now, I'm working on 2 new stories.
So I saw Homecoming here, which is not a 60. Is it a 60
No, this will be for a
age
younger
list?
crowd.
So what made you shift to a younger crowd for the next
I
book?
have one other book, The Fruitcake, that is for a younger crowd, and
Hmm.
and they've been asking me to write another story for them because the characters in this book will be in their late 20s.
Okay.
Oh, excellent. Oh, that's
Yeah, so I'm about
fantastic.
back and forth.
Oh, that's fantastic. So what is one feedback that you've received from a reader that has really touched you and stayed with you and kind of inspired you to continue writing? Because we know your mom loved it, I'm sure, your girls
Yes.
and the family, but as a random reader that you don't know that gave you something and you held on to that, like, okay, this is really happening out there.
Hmm.
The number one thing I get from readers that touches my soul, I'll give you both. I'll give you
Okay.
what hurts and I'll give
Okay.
you what I love.
Okay.
Beautiful.
The number one thing that I love is when people tell me I have not read a book in like 10 or 15 years. They're too
Mm.
long. I don't have time. And they'll say, I read your book and I loved it, and now I'm a reader. So that
Ah,
makes me so happy because I write stories that are probably takes only 3 to 4 hours to read on purpose. And I give
right.
you just the story. You're not going to know what my characters ate for breakfast, nothing about their third grade teacher. So I don't
I
go down little rabbit holes. I give you just the story as if you're
love
watching a
that.
movie on Netflix.
Hmm.
And that's just my style. But I write predominantly for people who don't have a lot of time in their lives or are here on vacation. A lot of people come to Chesapeake Beach for vacation. And so I
Right.
want to give them something that they can digest on vacation and they're not intimidated by an 8 hour or a 10 hour read. So I love when people say that.
I
Now,
love that.
funny things And I do get emails. I get hate mail every single day.
You do?
No.
No way.
Posting
For what?
about
For
language,
what?
language.
I saw
I love the
that.
book.
I
I didn't
saw
love
that
the
you put that
language.
right in the beginning.
Yeah, I do.
Oh
I have a
my
little
God,
reader
I
thing.
love that. Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
where was that? That cracked me up. I'm like, okay, I really got it. I have to really read this because you said the same thing, I cleaned this story up just for you, whoever you are, right? And then
Mhm.
until then, before she starts, fuck, fuckity, fuck, fuck, fuck. Here we go. Like you got it out
Yep.
of your system. Let's do this.
I got it all out in the
I
beginning.
love that. That was so good. That was
Yeah.
so good.
I mean, it's nearly every day that I'll get an email from somebody saying, loved your story, don't like the language.
Is it
I
usually from
might
an
throw
older
in,
person? Is it usually from an older person who asks you, who says that to
yeah,
you, or
yes,
yeah?
yeah,
So
men
don't
and
read
women
it.
too. And it's not like I throw them out. I mean, there might be like 2 or 3 F words in any given one of my books.
Hmm.
A lot of people, they don't like that. So I wrote this cozy mystery with them in mind.
Yeah.
You
But in
kind
the
of shot it
retirement,
in the beginning, though.
yeah, I did. I got it.
Got it out of the way. I love that.
Um,
I love that. And
Thank
you
you.
also living vicariously through Diana. So I see it in the back. One of your questions for book club is Diana claims her memoir is too spicy for today's times. Do you believe she will publish it one day? Do you think anyone is too spicy for today's times? So you kind of like splash it in there too. Like
Yeah,
you know, along with the cursing. I love that.
right. Thank you. Thank you.
I mean,
I
you're
do
doing
find a way
fantastic.
around the cursing though, because in the retirement community, they get fined a public
Yes.
nuisance fee for
Yes.
cursing. So I come up with other swear words for them.
They're very creative.
Yeah,
Why
thank
don't you
you.
share with our listeners what's some of the swear words are? Their creative swear words.
You know, snickerdoodle fudge.
But in the story, you know exactly what they're saying. That is not
Yeah,
what they're
right.
saying. But oh,
Exactly.
I loved it. I love that.
Yeah.
Do you have of all of your books from beginning to now, which one of them is your favorite?
I would have to say the she shed.
Oh, I really have to read that. I had a she shed when Priya and I had a nonprofit organization, and I ran my she shed in Miami from the she. I ran my We ran the nonprofit, but I was in the she shed that I had in my backyard
Really?
in Miami. And at the time, most people didn't know what a she shed was. And
Right.
it was, I mean, we had it. I had porcelain white floors, a chandelier, white leather furniture. It
Really?
was beautiful. It was so pretty. It was
Oh,
really
wow.
hot in the summer, but it was beautiful. And I would tell friends, oh, yes, I'm working in the she shed. And they'd ask, what is that? So I was surprised
Great.
not everybody knew about it. But I have to read your she shed. What
Yeah.
does what does a day writing look like for you? What is when you decide I'm going to write, what does that look like for you?
So my husband is semi-retired,
Okay.
and I have to write whenever he's at work because he
Oh,
bothers
okay. Yeah, mine too. Just sits here in
me.
front of me like so. I'm like,
Yes.
okay,
Oh my
so
God. Yeah.
we're not playing golf today. What's
Like,
happening?
what are you
Exactly.
doing? And so funny, before we came on to record this interview, I was trying to finish up another author's book and I'm sitting there reading, and my husband, he's a chatterbox. So he's like, "Da, da, 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 da." And I'm like, can you just go outside and shovel right now?
Yes.
He's like,
Yes.
it's like nonstop. That's so
We
funny.
can
And
all
he
relate.
used to be a chatterbox. But all of a sudden he's retired and now he's a chatterbox.
Right? Right.
Yeah.
So then
It's
once
funny.
he's quiet, what happens?
So I write when he's at work, which is Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and then I kick him out on Fridays. And
Okay.
in my writing season, I'll write on those 3 days.
Okay. How
And
long
what's
of a how many hours do you write? Where are
So
you
in the
writing?
mornings, after coffee, the very first thing I do is I answer reader emails every
Okay.
morning. And then I'll write probably 3 to 4 hours a day, and that's about it.
Okay. That's great. That's a nice rhythm. And you're retired.
Yes.
Okay, good for you.
How many words do you usually focus on? Or it's just the 3, 4 hours?
I just try to, sometimes it's only a chapter, sometimes it's 2 chapters I'll write a day, but I always try as a goal to complete a chapter,
Mhm.
even though it won't be a finished chapter. Because I'll go back and edit and rewrite and all that. But I try to move the story forward 1 chapter every day.
And as a successful indie writer, sorry, Priya, I think you were going to
Yeah.
ask a
No,
question and
go
I
ahead.
jumped.
I know.
As a successful indie writer,
Mhm.
what is your most, what's the strongest advice you can give a writer from your
Is to
experiences so far?
start locally. So as an indie writer, when I first got started, all I wanted to do, like my big goal was, I want to find 10,000 readers, 10,000 people that are going to love this book. So when the next book comes out, I know that those people will buy this next book. And so every Thursday in my little town, we have something called Jammin' and Jensen. And it's a Thursday night festival. And I have a booth there where I sell my books. So
Oh,
that's how I met all of my local readers. And then they invited me to their book clubs and their ladies' functions. So start locally, just locally, there's probably 100,000 people that live here.
yes.
So, and then a lot of people vacation here, so they'll bring those books back to Michigan or New York or New Jersey or California or wherever they live half of the year. We get the snowbirds that come 6 months here and 6 months away. And, but for a lot of other writers out there, I'm sure that you have green markets, craft festivals, anything local, church groups that you
That's
can
such a
go
smart
to.
idea. Like I haven't heard that from anybody yet, just to tag along with whatever's going on versus
Yeah,
doing a formal book tour in a bookstore or a cafe, doing it
yeah.
at events. That's smart.
Yeah, bookstores are funny though, because in bookstores, they get most of the profit. So
Mhm.
oftentimes a book sale in a bookstore could be 30 cents versus
Mm.
if you show up at a green market or an arts and crafts show, your profit off of one book could be like $5 or $6. So I
Yeah.
mean, there's a really big difference. And you get to spend a whole lot more time in an indoor or outdoor festival or green market versus a bookstore. Because a bookstore, they give you like a 2 hour window and people are busy and there's not really a lot of time to chat and people are waiting behind them to see you as well. So you're
Mhm.
Right,
very mindful of having large conversations with people when there are people waiting in line to see you.
right.
So I really like to get out. I get out every single week on Thursdays to meet my readers.
Oh, that's
And not only
wonderful.
to talk about my book, but they tell me crazy stories about what's going on.
Oh, so
And
that
a
gives
lot
you
of which gets
inspiration.
featured into my books.
I love
So,
that.
so that, I mean, that's important to me. I love to meet the people that I write about.
Oh, that's wonderful. Sounds really organic. I love that.
Thank you.
And
All
the
right,
question I
Priya.
was going to ask you before, well, we've already probably past this point, but I was going to ask you when you mentioned your writing season, what
Mhm.
is that? Is that spring, summer? Like how is it the same time of year every year, or it's
Yeah, it
just
usually
whenever it
winds up
falls?
being like March through May.
Okay.
Because right now I'm still busy promoting the retirees. And
Yeah.
then come March, I'll concentrate on writing my new book. And then I'll write until May
Hmm.
and send it to the editors and the beta readers and the ARC readers and let them do their thing.
Okay.
And I take a summer break,
Oh,
Oh, I
good for
love that.
you.
which is
Yeah.
hard to do because these crazy characters are always talking to me. So I always have my
Yeah.
phone and I'm like putting little
Taking
notes
notes,
in my
taking
phone.
notes, taking notes. Oh, I'm sure. And you're so close to the beach. You have like the whole world happening with all
Yeah.
Hmm.
the
And
pollution.
conversations happening next to you. You're just like, huh? What'd they say?
Ooh, that sounds spicy. I'm using that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
And so,
fantastic.
what platforms do you use to edit to for your ARC readers, or is it just something organic that you
So
put there?
I have an editor that I love, and she's edited every story that I've ever written.
Mhm.
So I stay with her. But when I find my ARC readers, it's through Instagram and Facebook, and
Okay.
I have a good solid 300 to 400 of them,
Hmm.
and
Wow.
they'll read the story, agree to leave a review, which is important for us indie authors,
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
and give feedback on the book at the time where I can make changes to it. So all that time up until publication, you can make all these changes. So all that feedback of 300 to 400 people reading your story is really important to make all those little tweaks or changes. Like maybe add this here, take this out here, like outside of my own editor is really nice because a
Hmm.
reader's perspective is still very different than an editor's perspective. And
Hmm.
Absolutely.
then once it's ready for publication, like for me, it was January 5th, I felt like I hit all those little markers and changed everything to the point where it was ready.
How long do you give like, what's your window for beta readers?
3 months.
Okay. Okay. So what,
Even though the book is something you can read in 3 to 4 hours, you guys are
right.
really busy. So it's hard, and you have other books up ahead of mine. So it's really
Yeah.
hard for me to say, hey, would you like to be one of my ARC readers? But oh, by the way, I need this done in a month. Like that's just really stressful to people.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I try to give a 3 month window.
Yeah. With kind reminders, probably, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, definitely.
I want to talk about your marketing a little bit. So, from
Sure.
the bio that you sent us, it seems like you've done some really good marketing,
Hmm.
on screen, in publications. Let's talk more about that. How did you do that? Did you have a PR agent? Did you have connections somewhere, or you just did a, blind phone call or email and were able to get an interview?
All of those things. Yeah,
Everything.
they felt like, for example, through the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, we were Oprah had a show called The Big Give, and my
Hmm.
daughter Ashley was a recipient of some of the money that was raised. So we were on that show. And
Mm.
then ABC Health Watch did a segment on cystic fibrosis. And then I got to be on that segment and talk about the books and how it raises money for CF. So it's all kind of filtered through the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation in the
Hmm.
early days. And then once my other books started getting traction, I would get invited to different TV shows, or different newspapers will reach out to do a feature article. So one thing, just kind of snowballs off another.
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's not like I did one thing on Tuesday and another thing on Thursday. It's like I did one thing in 2023 and another in 2024. So it's not, it doesn't seem like it all happened all at the same time. It hasn't. I've
So it
been
almost sounds
doing it
organic.
for 20
It's
years.
it's like organic. Once it's
Yeah.
you started the ball rolling, it just became organic for people to pick you up.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but it's not something that happens overnight. I've been
Yeah,
writing for 20 years, so it's just a few little things every year.
I love it.
And from this particular book that we're talking about today, let's
Hmm.
see, which actually just came out, right? January 5th.
Hmm.
Okay. So, what is the one thing you'd like your readers to take away from it?
That you can start something new and wonderful at any age. You can reinvent yourself at any time,
You know,
and you can try
I
new
love that.
things at any age.
Hmm.
And you
And
should.
I think you get that right in the beginning of the book, like right off the bat when you're listening to the story that Diana has,
Hmm.
which she's just a badass in her own world. And
Hmm.
she comes in here thinking, damn, that's it. And
Yeah.
there's purpose behind her being there, which is wonderful. That's going to take me to the next question. So you
Hmm.
talk a little bit about she was like the sugar queen,
Yes.
and then they talk about, you talk a little bit, but you don't go in depth about how harmful sugar is in
Yes.
so many different ways, right? Aside
It
from it
is.
being bad for your body,
Mhm.
it's bad for the environment, it's bad for X, Y, and Z, and you go on, and then you kind of leave it there and you go on with the story. I'm like, wait, back up, talk to me. What's happening with sugar? So tell me a
Yeah.
little bit about sugar and why you felt
So
you were sharing
we're
that.
one of the sugar capitals in the world. We have sugar plantations here, and it they say really all the whites are bad. Bread
Hmm.
and salt and sugar, if it's white, probably don't put it in your body. But if it filters through into the environment through filtered systems and can end up in your water, and it can be
Hmm.
toxic. It ends up in our lakes and ocean, which is also toxic. It's bad for you because there's weight loss and there's glaucoma and there's diabetes and just so many different things.
Mm,
But the book's not political. And I think everybody knows that sugar is bad for you. So I
right.
just kind of throw that in there. And she, towards the end, even though she was the executive, she started believing that maybe we should harvest sugar a little more greener. I like it.
Mm. Yeah, I know
Yeah.
her daughter, who she raised, Lola, right? I
Yeah.
think it's her daughter's
Yeah.
name. She
Yeah.
became the next generation badass, a little bit better
Right.
than her. So it's
Exactly.
great.
Yeah.
Well,
And I
I feel like it fits perfectly to talk about sugar. I mean, it's a retirement home. It makes
Yeah.
sense.
Oh,
absolutely,
yeah.
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 absolutely. Mind you, they're having Irish coffees with whipped cream and all kinds of stuff.
There's sugar-free whipped cream, however, although
There
there might
is,
be
there
other
is.
toxic chemicals in that as well.
Yeah.
Everything's going to
I
kill
mean,
you if you add them.
everything's gonna have something. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
everything.
everything.
Oh, but I loved it. I loved the originality of your characters,
Yeah.
the cat, um, everything from the art, which is actually at first the art caught me because I love
Yeah.
mysteries, and that cover was gorgeous.
Thank
Then
you.
the title, and I actually found it through Instagram, through bookstagrammers that were talking about it. Your beta
Mhm.
readers, I'm sure, and
That
your
makes me
ARC
happy.
readers. So that's how I
Yeah.
saw it, and I saw it three times in one day.
Oh, that's
And I
great.
thought, okay, I have to pick this up. And then I think somewhere somebody tagged you
Hmm.
saying she would be a fantastic. It was one of our previous authors we had interviewed, and she had said she would be an excellent guest for your podcast.
Oh, I love
And I thought,
that.
That's really great.
okay, there's a lot of universal connections here because I'm
Yeah.
attracted to it. It keeps popping up. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
now one of our authors is saying she's a great fit.
What
We'd
was it,
want to hear
Judith?
your story. I
Was it
don't
Judith?
remember who it was.
Oh,
I don't remember who it
because
was,
Judith
but
is this is like her Judith's vibe. That's another.
yeah, right. It's another one. So, and I thought, okay, let me reach out to her. And if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. And sure enough, you answered right away. So it was wonderful. So
Oh,
I really
Yeah. Thank
appreciate
you.
you being here. And I appreciate your time in this story because I'm really enjoying it. And I guess as your target reader, being really busy all the time and having piles of books, when I saw your book, and I get piles and piles
Mhm.
of book mail and all kinds of books. And when I looked at yours and I loved it, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be interviewing her soon. I don't know if I'll have time. And I did this to it. I thought, oh, I can read this in 2 minutes. Oh, I
and
could
you
do
Short,
did.
this.
short
And
chapters.
It
so
worked. Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
it
was
worked.
my goal, right? But I went out to a friend's house last night and we were playing dominoes and started drinking. And then got back. I go, I'm reading this tonight. I'm putting this down. Forget it. I passed out. I don't know what happened. I'm assuming my husband took off my reading glasses and put the book cover, the bookmark. So I will finish it today. I promise.
That's okay. Dominoes and drinking is way more important.
It was so fun. It was so fun. We hadn't been here like in 4 months. So our friends that are really close to us, we're really lucky to have really, really close friends that live like 2 minutes away from us. So we kind of
And
Yeah.
now we got
regrouped
to tell
last
them
night.
all the retirees about the retirees.
Oh, are you kidding me? I'm gonna tell everybody about this book. And it's great because it's a quick read and
Hmm.
you are connected instantly. From the first line, you're like, I was hooked. I'm like, ooh, 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 ooh. And
Even the
then I realized,
even
wait, that's the
disco is
cat.
dead. I love the line "disco is dead." By the
Oh yeah,
It's dead
yeah,
at the
yeah.
beginning.
Oh, I
How
loved it.
about Diana says when she moves into the retirement home, she moves in on a Tuesday because
Yes,
nothing good happens on a Monday.
on a
Anything
Monday.
that
Yep.
started on Monday is doomed for failure.
Yes.
oh,
I
Start
just
your
thought that was great.
diet, start everything on a Tuesday. I
Yes.
love that. Yes. And how she shows up with her fashion girl and her
Hmm.
driver in the Bentley
Yes.
pulling up. It's like, okay, everybody's talking about her. I loved it.
Hmm.
And she got rid of all her old wardrobe and got brand new suits to
Yes.
suit her into that. What was it? It's not a boho look. It's the Lola had told her that she had to
Yeah,
look for
it's
her.
like a boho chic cruise wear.
Yeah, it
Is
was
That's a
buy
very
whatever you would
Floridian
cruise
style.
in. And she's like, okay, I could do that. So it's like, all right,
Yeah.
mom, you got this. Bye, get out of the business.
Yeah.
I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I appreciate
Yeah.
you sharing your time with us and your advice with us, your knowledge with us. If there's anything that you can think of that our listeners might enjoy, please email us or
I
let us
will.
know. And we'll add it in our comments when we release this video. Uh,
Okay, great.
yes, and other than that, please keep writing. I love it. I need to get a copy of your she shed. Like I have to. And yeah, you'll be hearing more about me on Instagram about it.
I
Okay,
love
great.
it.
Thank you. I
You got a
appreciate it. Thank you
solid
for
Absolutely.
having
fan
me.
there.
Yeah,
So
yeah, you got a fan.
how can our listeners and our watchers find you?
So, Target, Walmart, Barnes and Noble, but Amazon, they
Okay.
ship the next day. So that's always the way to go.
Right.
And then I have a website, which is leahorr.com.
Beautiful.
And can they
Beautiful. And
On
connect
we'll
the
with you?
website, I
Can they
did
connect?
something really fun. I did truths and a lie, like all these different things that were true, and then a lie somewhere.
okay.
And then I asked the readers to email me or direct message me what the lie is. See if we can figure it out.
Oh,
Did you just do that?
Yeah, I just did it. I just put it on the website a few days ago. I just thought it'd
okay.
be fun.
Okay.
Something different.
Okay, I'll
That-
be there. I have
That's
to
a great
figure it
engagement
out.
idea to get
Yeah.
people to engage. I love that. And you're on social media, obviously. You're on
Yes.
Instagram, you're on
Yeah.
Facebook, and
Insta and Facebook.
people can reach right out to you and ask you questions also and
Of
fan
course.
out.
I love reader email. I read them every single morning.
Oh, that's wonderful. I love
All
that.
right, so let's do one last cheers for Leah Orr and her book, The Retirees. You guys pick it up.
It just
All the
came out.
places. It just came out.
Yep.
Cheers, Leah, to your
Thank
success.
you.
Salud.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. No, our absolute pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you
And
for
again,
being
I
our
love your
guest.
martini glass.
Oh, thank you. Have a good day, ladies.
You too.
You
Thank you.
too. Everyone listening and watching, like, share, follow, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time, guys. Bye.